Hey, what's up DIYers, Mike Boards with the Mike Boards channel. Thank you for watching. We are going to do something fun today, install a air horn, basically a semi-truck horn on our car. Yes, this is gonna be fun. Let's get started. Our YouTuber's outside of the car now, and step number one is finding the place for your horn. And after we looked all throughout the engine compartment on our Toyota Camry, we are going to mount it to the steel frame right here. The problem with that is we had to remove this whole front bumper, and hopefully yours is as friendly as ours. It was not too bad. We're gonna map out the wiring and a placement for the motor and get this installed. At this point, we've got the bumper shifted back, and again, we are going to install it on this frame here. If yours is like ours, we've got two horns. Horn here and a horn right there. What we've already done is disconnect the electrical connection point that feeds into this horn, and we are going to wrap it around the plate that secures it to the car, and we are going to electrical tape this to alleviate any moisture inside that connection. And we are going to use this wiring to feed into the new electrical wiring for the new horn. Time to drill. Making progress, YouTubers. Drill holes are drilled, and make sure you do not forget to insert the rubber gaskets in their proper location on the base of each bracket on the horn. And as far as the nut and bolt that come in the kit, we are going to alleviate those and shift to these metal on metal self-drilling screws, 1 inch, because again, we're drilling into that steel frame. Horn's installed. The next thing is find the perfect spot for your pump. In our case, just behind the shock tower is this little plate here, and a lot of room underneath. We are going to basically drill through this plate and secure the pump, and then we're going to run the hose from this connection point all the way to the horn. As far as the size of the bit, it's a 5/16. Grab your bolt and nut and washer, and we will secure that here shortly. That's what the pump will secure onto, right here. Next, this is the cable and connection point that secured to the horn. All we're doing now is adding a little bit of dielectric grease, and we're going to use this, and what we did was feed electrical wire, which is copper only. That's what we recommend, and we created this little connection point there. This is the wire that we're using. That's what it looks like. Nothing fancy, but very reliable. What we're doing next is using a heat gun to melt the connection points, and that's going to create a watertight seal, alleviate any moisture, corrosion, rust, etc. As it heats up like that, the outer casing shrinks down and secures itself to the cable or wire. Now to the connection point, that is the wire for the old horn. Do the same thing, create that watertight seal. Next thing I did was routed the cable through all the way up to where we're gonna mount the pump, and tie strapped it in a convenient manner, and through the space between the engine wall and the fuse box, and then through one of the clips for the air filter box. It's gonna come around and connect to the pump, and we needed to create a ground as well. We grounded it right here, and the negative you'll see inside here, negative and positive. You can see the negative here and the positive up here. The ground is the negative. And if you want to, it's a good time to test your pump by honking the horn. Now it's time to install the hose. This is the small hose that came with the kit. We need longer hose. We visited our local Lowe's and purchased the 5/16, 20 feet long, and that will connect here and run all the way up to that connection point on the pump. What I might do is put a tie strap there as well. Run this all the way up to the pump. Make sure that hose is on there pretty tight, and tie it down with a tie strap. Pretty tight. Last thing we want is putting everything back together and this hose coming off. That would not be cool. We'll go ahead and clip that off. And I've conveniently tie strapped the hose. Nothing fancy here. I just looped it in between the clips of the air filter and around, and we've got the pump in position. We're gonna tighten that bolt and nut. Oh, jeez. That is loud. Scared me, YouTubers. Almost dropped the camera. All we did next was manage the extra cable and hose and tie strapped it together. Now we're gonna test it again. Wow. My ears.
It's gonna be nice.
It's awesome. From here, we're gonna reinstall the bumper. We're securing the bumper back on, and overall, this was a pretty friendly project, minus the part where Norm scared me with the horn unexpectedly. What's next?
Test it again.
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah.
So that is it, YouTubers. We're gonna go for a test drive and surprise the wife and kids. They're gonna love this. Hopefully this helps. Do us a favor below the video. You'll see that thumbs up icon. Click on that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. Definitely ring your YouTube bell. That would be very helpful to us, and we would really appreciate it. Thanks again for watching. And I think most people will not expect that loud horn coming from a late 90s Toyota Camry.